Good morning, Strive. My name is Shannon, and I'm a certified coach with Optavia, and the house is quiet right now. The kiddos, I have a 5-year-old and an almost year-old, and they're playing with dad, so I thought I would hop on quick. I have a lot of clients who, when they first start, the lean and green is the most intimidating part of the journey for them. What does that mean? How many greens? What's a healthy fat? Where did that come from? So I wanted to just take a minute and kind of break it down for you in hopes that the lean and green wouldn't seem so intimidating, because once you get the hang of it and get in the routine of it, it's really easy to understand. So you're gonna get this Optavia guide in your kit, and in there's a ton of good information, but you will see that there is a guide in here for your lean and green. Okay, so it breaks down the ounces, and then it breaks down your vegetables and things like that. This is great, but there's something even better. If you go in Strive and search for all charts, it says like all charts period PDF, and if you have trouble finding it, your coach can tag you in that or get you to where that's at. I printed that out, and I have a binder that I keep those sheets in page protectors, okay, because that is something you're going to use every single day for your lean and green. I put it in a binder. I have pictures on the front of what my goal was, what I want to be, and then on the back I put my whys. So I encourage you to do something like that, because it really encourages me every time I'm cooking. Like, this is why I'm doing this. Like, I want to be happy. I want to lose this weight. I want to have this energy. So when you go and print those, you are going to get all the charts you need for your lean and green. And it's really important that you have that information, because weighing your lean and greens and paying attention to your condiments for the day is so key to keeping you in fat burn. So we don't want clients to just eyeball, I had a chicken breast and some broccoli, because chances are you're either having too much or too little when you're just eyeballing. So it's really important that you weigh all those out. The first thing you're going to see, I'm going to flip this around. Give me 1 second here. I'm on the iPad. Okay, so you're going to get a vegetable conversion chart, and it is super duper detailed, guys. Okay, so all the vegetables on there, it's going to say right here, you're going to have asparagus. Are you going to eat it raw? Are you going to eat it cooked from frozen? Okay, are you going to eat it cooked from fresh? Or are you going to eat it cooked from can? Okay, so you decide, what am I going to eat? All the vegetables except for like lettuce and spinaches are half a cup, but I'm going to talk about why I don't use half a cup and why I use those grams and ounces here in a little bit. So all your vegetables, you guys, this is a really specific guide. I mean, it's got everything, okay? So when you're thinking of what am I going to do for my greens, you need to know you need to have 3 greens with your meal, okay? So that's 3 servings of greens. The servings that I just showed you is only 1. So if you're only going to have asparagus and it says you need 67 grams, you need to take that times 3, because you need 3 servings of your greens, okay? So that's really important. Just because it says that right there, that's only 1 serving. The leans, you need 1 serving of lean. Super easy. Okay, so you're gonna get a lean chart. Same thing as is in your book, this one here. Okay, so all of your leans are split up into lean, leaner, or leanest. Okay, so depending on what meat you're gonna have for that night, let's say you're gonna have a chicken breast. So you find it on the chart. Where's chicken breast? Okay, chicken breast right here without skin. We're gonna have chicken breast for supper. It's a leaner. How many ounces do you need? It's right here. 6 ounces cooked weight plus 1 healthy fat. Super easy. I'm gonna have salmon tonight. Where's salmon? Go down, find the salmon, fish, salmon. How many ounces do you need? 5 ounces cooked weight. No healthy fat added, okay? Shrimp. Shrimp's a huge portion. It's great. If you like shrimp, it's awesome. It's up here, okay? Shrimp, shellfish, you need 7 ounces of shrimp cooked weight plus 2 healthy fats. So the next thing I do after I figure out what meat I'm going to eat, I know exactly how many ounces I need, then I go to the healthy fats, okay? This is all in that all chart PDF on Strive, okay? So then you have healthy fats. Lots of options for healthy fats, you guys. Sorry if this is shaky, I'm trying to hold it here. So then you see, if I'm gonna have shrimp, you know what? With shrimp, I think I'm gonna have avocado for my healthy fat. You go to find it, 1.5 ounces of avocado. But if I remember right, my chart said I needed 2. So if I'm only gonna have avocado for my healthy fat, I need to take that times 2 because I need 2 servings of healthy fats. Okay, lots of options for healthy fats. You can do oils to like saute your vegetables in. You can have some nuts, some milks are on here, avocados. A lot of my clients like to use the salad dressings for healthy fats, and they'll put those on their salad for their greens. Okay, so all of them, depending on what brand, they're all spelled out right here what a serving is. Okay, so if you like Hidden Valley Ranch and you're gonna do Original Ranch Light, Hidden Valley, 2 tablespoons of that, okay, is 1 healthy fat. So if you needed 2 healthy fats, you would get 4 tablespoons if you were wanting to only use that as your healthy fat. Okay, so you've got your leans right here. You've got your vegetable conversion charts right here. You've got healthy fats right here, okay? So the next thing we have to worry about on plan is condiments. Okay, we get 3 condiments a day, and all these condiments are listed out in our book. Okay, so you want to think about what you're going to have for supper that day and kind of plan that ahead of time. So I use a condiment every morning. I put unsweetened vanilla almond milk in my coffee. And so I always have that in my head. If I'm going to use that as a condiment, then at night I'm going to not get 2 extra condiments, because if you do a recipe, a lot of those recipes have condiments in them. Okay, the other thing we get on plan as far as eating is optional snacks. Okay, and that information is in your book that you get right here. Okay, so things like celery, pickles, sugar-free popsicles on there, sugar-free Jell-O, some half ounces of nuts, those are all on there. And you get 1 optional snack a day, in addition to your lean and green meal and your condiments, okay? If you print this information out, everything's spelled out for you, and I always just start with that lean category. What meat am I gonna have tonight? I find it on my chart, that's how many ounces I get. Does it say healthy fat? I literally go over what do I want for my healthy fat, and then I do my vegetables, okay? The reason I caution you on just using a cup, and I'm gonna try it right now with you guys on the phone. Digital scale is a must on plan, okay? So any digital scale will do. You're gonna use it all the time though. So mine, I think I just got it at Target, okay? I was a newbie to a digital scale. I didn't know anything. So you can put your bowl on your digital scale, you guys, and then you just hit 0. Woo! There goes the iPad. You just hit 0, okay? And it zeroes it out. So you always wanna do that. So I'm gonna measure out, like if I was gonna have a salad tonight. So I just have iceberg lettuce. We just had the Big Mac salad a couple days ago, so we have lots left over. If you haven't had the Big Mac salad, oh, it's so good. So when I go to my vegetable conversion chart, I'm gonna look, okay? I'm gonna show you guys. I'm looking. I'm gonna have a salad, lettuce, iceberg. I'm gonna eat it raw. I need a cup shredded. This column right here is gram weight. So I'm gonna weigh out 72 grams, okay? What I'm going to do right now with you guys on is I'm just gonna use my cup, and I'm gonna see how many grams that is compared to the 72 that it says we need, okay? So I've got a cup of lettuce right here, perfect. I'm gonna put it in my bowl. I'm gonna change it to grams. You guys, it only says 43 grams, okay? The reason I don't like to measure out half a cup or a cup for my vegetables is you got to think how much air is in there. You're going to get more food. We need to get all those nutrients. So I always weigh out, okay? Because this right here says I get 72 grams for my 1 serving of lettuce. I just weighed this cup when I poured it in there and it's only 43. You better believe I want more food than that, okay? So I'm going to put my lettuce in till it says 72 grams, right? Okay. This is so embarrassing that I'm even going to say this, but I didn't know you could like zero it out again for the longest time. So what I learned is, so I literally, you guys, I follow plan to a T. I do this until it says 72 grams. Boom. So I just take them out till it says 72 grams. Okay. So then what you can do is if you want to just add stuff to your salad, look, you just hit 0 again. Boom. Okay. I didn't know that. How embarrassing. I was weighing everything out like completely separate. So if you don't know that, I'm telling you now, it will change your life on plan. Okay, so then I want to add tomatoes. So I am going to look at my chart right here, and I'm going to do tomatoes and red ripe raw 90 grams. Okay, so all I'm going to do, I zeroed it out, is I'm literally going to add tomatoes until it's 90 grams. Okay, too much, so I take it out. Okay, so I would cut one of those in half to where it's 90 grams. Okay, so then let's say you wanted, that's 2 greens. I have 1 serving of lettuce, 1 serving of tomatoes. Okay, you still need 1 more. Zero it out, okay? And then you would add your 1 more green. And so I'm just making this because I'm going to eat it later tonight. So red peppers, like raw red peppers. I'm going to look at my conversion chart and everything's on here. So when I go to do red sweet peppers raw, I need 74.5 grams. Okay, so I zeroed it out. It's zeroed out. I'll chop these later. But I know I need, that's 67. So I need 74.5. So I'm going to just keep cutting and adding until that says 74.5, you guys. It's super easy. So right here, once I get that to 74.5, that's my greens. That's it. I'm done. So then the only other thing I worry about is what are my leans. Keep it simple your first week, you guys. Like there's a ton of really good recipes out there, but I always recommend just keep it simple. Like just do meats and veggies, your protein and your veggies that first week till your body adjusts, until you start to feel good, and then start to kind of dabble in the recipes, because the recipes do taste amazing, but those can be even more confusing. And I'm going to just pull one up now on my phone so we can kind of talk about what does this mean on a recipe? Like I do not understand. So let's do, like I just saved one and it was sausage Alfredo with broccoli and zucchini noodles, okay? Doesn't it look amazing? I don't know if you can see it. But it looks amazing. So what the recipe says is 1 serving is 1 lean, 3 greens, and 3 condiments. So I would have already known that, ooh, I'm going to use my condiments tonight, so maybe I'm not going to have my coffee with my condiment this morning. Or maybe I am not going to put sugar-free ketchup on my waffled honey sweet potato because that's a condiment. I'm having my condiments with my dinner meal. Okay, so when I cook this, it will tell me how many servings are on there. So if something says 4 servings, okay, and 1 serving is 3 greens and 1 lean, then I literally weigh everything at once. And I don't know if everyone does this, but I would put a big bowl on my scale. I would dump the entire cooked recipe skillet that I've made on there, okay? And let's just make it easy. Let's say it said it was 1,000 grams, and I know there's 4 servings. I divide 1,000 by 4, okay? So then I know exactly 1 serving would be 250 grams. I put my bowl on there, scoop it, Scoop it till it says 250 grams, okay? So you're always weighing, you always wanna make sure that you have what you need for your lean and green so that you're getting the full amount, okay? If you go to a recipe, I'm just gonna look at another one here. Just give me a second here while I find. Okay, so one of our favorite recipes is, well, we had it last night, but so the taco bake is really good. The taco bake, once you make it, it comes out in like a 9x13 pan. I don't weigh those because they're not like skillet dishes, but any casseroles and those things, I weigh the whole thing and divide it out. When it's in like a 9x13, I just cut it up into 8 equal sections. But the taco bake, you get one serving, has 1 lean, 3 condiments, and half a green. Okay, so we know we need 1 lean. That's taken care of in my serving. It says right here. I need 3 greens, but the recipe only says it has half a green. Okay, what does that mean? I need another 2.5 greens. So I get out my vegetable conversion chart and I pick, I think I'm gonna have a salad with that, or I'm gonna just put lettuce on top, or scallions, whatever it is, you need to have 2.5 more from this sheet, okay? So whatever your recipe says, you just follow your guides here and subtract what else you need and add it to your meal, okay? Super easy. Okay, I know it's super intimidating at first, like what does all this mean? The lean, how many greens, healthy fat? Just reach out to your coach. My number 1 tip for people is to print this stuff, you guys. I use it every single day, multiple times a day. The other thing that I went and did, my husband kind of got tired of me like, what's 72 divided by 2? Okay, now I need to add 34. Like I'm constantly doing math and I just got this cheap little calculator. So I'm literally sitting there and I'm like, okay, I need 72 grams of asparagus. I only want asparagus, take it times 3. Boom. I need 216 grams of asparagus. It says right here, doesn't matter, my hands are dirty. I was like getting my phone out and my hands were all a mess. And so it was much easier. Highly recommend just getting a calculator, having it by your scale and your charts because you're going to use it all the time. Like, you guys, if you're not doing math with your lean and greens, then you need to reevaluate how you're doing your lean and greens, okay? I really want you to focus on weighing things out and making sure that you're getting all the nutrients you need because otherwise you're not going to be in a strong fat burn, okay? So we want to make sure, you know, the whole amazing part of this plan is that we get to put our bodies in fat burn, but we only get to be in fat burn when we're really following the plan and how Dr. A, you know, outlined it to be. And I encourage you to search fat burn in the search bar, you guys, because yesterday, an amazing coach, she reached 100-pound loss, and she did an awesome video on fat burn yesterday. And I really, like, I want all my clients to see it, and I want all of you to see it because it truly explains what fat burn is and the science behind it, and why we want to be in fat burn. And part of being in fat burn is all of this. So you have to measure, you have to weigh, you can't eyeball. The other thing that I have some clients telling me is they make their lean and green, and one of the biggest lean and greens you can have is to do like egg beaters or egg whites. It's huge. And so I have clients telling me like, oh, this is so much food, I can't eat it. I'm sorry, just take a little longer, but you got to get those nutrients in, you guys. So if you need to split those bigger ones, once you realize which lean and greens are big, then split them because a lot of the meals are pretty big and you'll be surprised, like, I can really have this? It's a lot of food, but it's really important that you eat it and you don't say, oh, I'm full. You have to get those nutrients in. My last tip for the lean and green meal is to not overthink it. Those recipes, they're amazing, but you guys, it doesn't have to be complicated. You can make it as easy as you want. So if you just want to have grilled meat or baked meat and veggies every night, you can. Like, you don't have to do any sort of elaborate cooking. And to be honest, I probably twice a week have the Target turkey meatballs because I can throw them in the microwave. they count as a lean, and I'm a busy mom who sometimes doesn't always have time to cook. So I know exactly I get 12 Target turkey meatballs and it counts as a lean, okay? And there's awesome grocery ideas. If you search for Trader Joe's in the search bar, people have already like broken down what they get at Trader Joe's, like the crab cakes, the salmon burgers, they have meatless meatballs, all that kind of stuff. Freezer, just stick it in your microwave or your oven. Like if you're in a hurry, you still can get your lean and greens in very, very easily. So make sure you're using this group as a resource, because so many people have figured out the tricks to getting an easy lean and green in if you're struggling with how I'm going to cook this meal, because it doesn't have to be complex at all. Okay, so I hope this helped you all. I know that for my clients, when they're first starting, the lean and green is probably the most intimidating part of the plan, because we can get on Stride and we can scroll around, we can eat the feelings, that's super easy. Drink the water, check in with your coach, I have the book. When I have to sit down and figure this out, like what in the world? This can be intimidating, right? Like, but it's not, I promise, it's really not. And once you get in the routine of it, like you're gonna have it down like that. And the beauty of this is that you only have to focus on that one meal. That's all you have to do. So when you're focusing on this one meal, it's gonna allow you to learn and truly understand what our bodies need. Like, whoa, that is a huge serving of shrimp. That's how much protein you need, you know? So like over time, and as you're progressing and losing weight, you really get a beautiful thing, and you're learning through cooking what you should be doing to sustain, you know, those healthy habits and create those healthy habits to have like optimal health, you know, long term. So definitely search for the All Charts PDF in Strive. It will come up. You can download it, print those. I put them in sheet protectors because our hands are all over them and they were getting gross, and I keep them in my kitchen. And my husband started Plan 2 weeks ago, and I happened to have this in my bag for some reason, and that night he was texting me. I was in a meeting at work. He's like, where's the charts? I don't know how much peppers we're supposed to have. Like, if you're not using this, you need to, okay? Print the charts and use them. So happy Sunday, happy lean and green planning. Don't make it complicated. It's really easy. Just follow the charts. Bye, guys.